Welcome back, everyone. The January transfer window is officially open. We're already into it, a number of days into the January transfer window, and the pressure is on for the football club Arsenal, sitting second in the Premier League table. We definitely know that just 7 points behind the football club Liverpool is where Arsenal is, and Arsenal has a golden opportunity to strengthen their squad and also mount a serious title challenge. The rumors are definitely flying, and three big names are definitely being linked to a move with the football club Arsenal to the Emirates Stadium. Alexander Isak, Ademola Lookman, and Marcus Rashford. But there is the question, who should Arsenal go for? That is the big question, and can they definitely make the deals happen in time? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have all the statistics that you definitely need to know, the tactical analysis, and the context you need to decide who Arsenal's priority should be in this January transfer window. And let's get straight into it. Now, let's start with exactly this January transfer window. What's happening? The January transfer window is definitely always a tricky time for transfers, But Arsenal is definitely, for the football club Arsenal, it is worth to mention that it feels like a now or never moment, So, Bukayo Saka's injury has left a hole on the right flank, and while Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli have been performing very well, there is still a sense that Arsenal lacks the cutting edge that is actually needed to overtake Liverpool in the title race. So Arsenal currently sits 7 points behind the football club Liverpool after 20 games that have been played, but the gap is manageable, and if the right reinforcements definitely arrive, that gap is manageable. The Premier League is as competitive as ever, with Nottingham Forest really, and also Chelsea plus Newcastle United all breathing down Arsenal's neck. It is very, very competitive. So the general transfer window is just about strengthening the squad. It's not just about strengthening the squad. It's about staying in the title race, and also keeping their place in their top four. With that context, really, let's dive straight into the three football players Arsenal is reportedly targeting for this January transfer window. Whom should we start with? Okay, let's start with Alexander Isak. Anyway, so first up, we have Alexander Isak, the Swedish striker, who's definitely been in phenomenal form for the football club Newcastle United. So this season alone, we know that Alexander Isak has scored 13 goals and provided 4 assists in 18 Premier League appearances. So those are definitely elite numbers for a forward in the Premier League, and they definitely show why he is one of the most exciting young talents in Europe. So, ladies and gentlemen, what makes Alexander Isak such an appealing option is his versatility, He is not just a poacher, and he is more than a poacher. He is a complete forward who can drop deep, and link up play, plus also stretch defenses with his intelligent movement. I would like you to imagine Alexander Isak leading the line for the football club Arsenal, supported by football players like Martin Odegaard, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. The possibilities are definitely endless. But there is a catch, Alexander Isak won't come cheap to the football club Arsenal. Newcastle reportedly value him at a hefty £150 million, and with the Magpies always fighting for the top four, with them still fighting for the top four this time, they are definitely unlikely to let him go without a fight. The question is, should Arsenal break the bank for Alexander Isak, or would that money be better spent elsewhere? Now, that thought is one you need to have, because we will definitely revisit this later. And right about now, let's talk about the second one, Ademola Lookman. Next, we have Ademola Lookman, who's been one of the most, I could say, has been one of the standout football players in the Serie A this season. For Atalanta, Lookman has played 15 games, 15 league matches, scoring 9 goals and also delivering 5 assists. Actually the numbers, these numbers definitely highlight his ability to both score and also create, making him an ideal target for the football club Arsenal. So over the past 2 seasons, we know that Ademola Lookman has been remarkably consistent, and in the 2023-2024 campaign, he actually tallied 11 goals and 7 assists, while in 2020-2023 he notched 13 goals and also 6 assists. So that level of output is exactly what Arsenal needs, especially with football players like Bukayo Saka being sidelined. But what makes Ademola Lookman such a good fit is his versatility. He can play on either flank, allowing Mikel Arteta to rotate his attackers. Depending on the opposition, he can always play around. So at a rumored fee of £50 million, Ademola Lookman is a more affordable option compared to the £150 million Alexander Isak. And the big question is, does Alexander Isak really? Would you go for Alexander Isak or Ademola Lookman at this moment in time? Whom would you go for? But still, there is a big question. There is another question for you. Does Lookman have a long-term potential to make a significant impact for the football club Arsenal, or is he just a short-term fix for Arsenal's current problems? So keep watching, because the final verdict is coming up right about now, in the next anyway. So we need to talk about Marcus Rashford. Let's talk about Marcus Rashford. So finally, let's talk about Marcus Rashford. And we know that the Manchester United forward is having tough times, big problems at Manchester United. It's been a tough season for him, with just 4 goals and 1 assist in 15 Premier League matches that he's been involved in. And I must say, that's a sharp decline from his 2022-2023 campaign, where he scored 17 goals and also looked like one of the best attackers in Europe, looked like one of the best footballers ever had. So Marcus Rashford's struggles have been compounded by reports of a falling out with Manchester United's newly appointed manager Ruben Amorim. So it's quite clear that Marcus Rashford isn't happy at Old Trafford, and the move to Arsenal could give him the fresh start that he definitely needs. So when Marcus Rashford is on form, he is the game changer. He is definitely one that could bring a bit of change at the football club Arsenal. His pace, his ability to cut inside and also knack for the scoring in big games make him a unique and optional, actually a unique football player. And I must say, looking at the other side, let's not forget the risks that are involved in signing Marcus Rashford. His form this season has been inconsistent, and prying him away from Manchester United would not be easy, So, would Arsenal really take the gamble on Marcus Rashford, or would they be better off pursuing Ademola Lookman or Alexander Isak? Let's analyze that next. Let's get straight into it. So comparing the statistics, comparing the 3 football players, let's break it all down. Let's break down what you need to know about these 3 football players when it comes to statistics. Yeah. So goals scored. We know that Alexander Isak leads with 13, followed by Ademola Lookman, who's got 9. Then Marcus Rashford has got 4. Then talking about assists, Ademola Lookman tops the assist chart, with 5, and then Alexander Isak 4, and Marcus Rashford has got 1. And then talking about versatility, Ademola Lookman, talking about, anyway, I think with versatility, it's Rashford. Rashford and Ademola Lookman can play multiple attacking roles, while Alexander Isak is a specialist striker. So for these three, for these numbers, from these numbers, it's quite clear that Alexander Isak is the most prolific option, but Ademola Lookman provides the most balance between goals and assists. So Marcus Rashford, on the other hand, has definitely the highest potential if he can definitely, or for a fact, rediscover his form. So we need to talk about Arsenal's current position, That is something we need also to look into. So Arsenal's position in the league adds yet another layer of urgency to these decisions. So with 40 points, and also this is from 20 matches being played, we know that they are definitely 7 points off Liverpool and only 2 points ahead of Nottingham Forest. You can see how it is. So the margins are razor thin, and every point definitely matters at this moment in time. It matters in the second half of the season. We definitely know every point will definitely matter. So the right January transfer window signing could definitely help Arsenal close the gap on Liverpool, but the wrong one could definitely see them slip behind their rivals. So this is why getting it right is so important, ladies and gentlemen. So in conclusion, who should Arsenal sign? Who should Arsenal go for in the January transfer window? So if Arsenal is looking for a long-term investment, then the person who fits in quite clearly is Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak is a clear choice. So his goal scoring ability and also versatility make him a player who could lead Arsenal's attack for years to come. Then, if Arsenal needs an immediate solution, especially on the wings, we are looking at the football player Ademola Lookman. And Ademola Lookman is the ideal option. He is affordable, consistent, and also ready to make an impact right away. That's the sort of football player that we're talking about. And we know that as for Marcus Rashford, he is the gamble. And if Arteta can help him rediscover his best form, Marcus Rashford could transform Arsenal's attack, But is that the risk that Arsenal is willing to take on, in the middle of a title race? That's something we definitely need to understand. So now it's your turn, ladies and gentlemen. Whom do you think Arsenal should sign this January transfer window? Should Arsenal go for Ademola Lookman, Isak, or Marcus Rashford? Let us know in the comments below. And do not forget that it will be a very busy transfer window. And my name is Abu Karls, and ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Gunners, your fellow Gunner fans, and also subscribe to the channel for more in-depth transfer analysis. And thanks for watching, and I will definitely see you next time in the next video. And I will remain Abu Karls. That's my name. I'll catch you straight in the next video. Thank you and goodbye for now.